When Girls' Night Out was announced by Arrow, I was justifiably wary about this one. Death Screams, that legacy of that movie will live long in my memory banks and will give me pause for any slashers that I had never heard of before. Girls' Night Out was another one from 1982 that had never appeared on my radar. I was, of course, a little bit wary about going into it, but when it appeared on the Arrow channel, I thought, why the hell not? So I dove into Girl Night Out, and turns out that we have a rather enjoyable slasher movie here. We're set within a college campus, all the way through the build-up as we start to meet all the players and the characters and the situations, the dynamics of the relationships, the love relationships, and how some of them are fading away, how some are just beginning. We get the hint of a tragedy that has happened previously in this campus.
Then one night they took old Dickie out into the woods. Dickie came back. His mind just kind of stayed out there.
The security guard's daughter had been killed a few years prior by a student who completely lost it when she said that she would rather see other people, not being ready to tie down at that age, which mimics a couple of the stories that are going on nowadays. And we get our crazed person at the start seemingly killing themselves in a sanatorium. Or did he? Because he may have escaped at some point. And following one night, as they're having a college scavenger hunt, driven by a DJ.
And now for all you good people getting ready for your big scavenger hunt, here's the Lovin' Spoonful with Do You Believe in Magic? I said, do you believe in magic?
We have all these people going around dark, spooky rooms in this college campus, waiting to be picked off one by one by a person in a bear suit. The basketball team's mascot is what's used here as a costume. And we have this fun sequence, very much like a sort of condensed Freddy Krueger-esque moment, where we see the killer creating this claw, 3 knives spaced apart, which he then puts through the bear costume, creating kind of bear claws, which they're going to use to attack these people and brutally murder them. And I really liked this one because there was characters that I was a little bit invested in. I wanted to see make it to the end. The dynamics between the relationships were fun, although some of them may be one note. There were still characters I was interested in, and having someone that I wanted to see make it to the end of the movie is always a bonus, particularly in a slasher film. Having other characters that I were sorry to see go was great to have in this one.
Bitch! Pay the price, you whore! You whore!
You get Hal Holbrook as the security guard, and he looks as if he's been there in the set maybe a day or two just to pad up. There is some ropey moments where he is on the phone talking, obviously with the secondary dialogue added later, and it feels a little bit drawn out.
But I've got it on the delay tape if you want to hear it for yourself.
You telling me you got the whole thing on tape?
That's a minor quibble. Minor, because I thought this one was great, and I thought the explanation as to why everything was happening and the mystery behind it was really good. Now I'm very happy to have a nice wrap up in why things were happening, and I feel like this one does in a really nice manner. I thought the bear costume and the claws and was an interesting aspect to have, but I loved the slasher tropes where it has. People saying, "I'll be right back." People opening the door to the killer and doing that friendly, "Oh hey, what are you doing here?" before being brutally stabbed, which is always one of my favourite things in a slasher movie, because it lets you know that someone that we've met in the cast is going to be the killer, and somebody knows them.
Who is he? How are you?
All these things that are slasher tropes fit into this very nicely. Girls' Night Out, yes, it's actually good. If you're a slasher fan, by all means pick it up. I probably will in the next sale that's going on. Surprisingly enjoyable. I would love to know your thoughts on Girls' Night Out. If you've seen it, let me know in the comment box below whether you liked, loved, hated, whatever. and why. We'll have a little back and forth about the movie, and of course, as always, there's more content up here. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit that like button and it'll stop the big bear claw monster coming after me and slashing my throat. I need it for talking in videos. And of course, if you go into the description box, there is a link to my Patreon and my membership profile. If you would consider supporting this channel that way, that would be amazing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.